Let's dive straight in. Section 5. What's that magic oil that makes chicken so darn crunchy? Okay, first things first. Let's ask a real deep question here. What is this oil that turns a regular old piece of chicken into a golden, crispy masterpiece that makes people wait in line at KFC like it's Coachella? Now look, I might be a talking steak, not a fried chicken specialist, but the moment something starts bubbling and sizzling and smelling like heaven, my brain kicks into full-on FBI crisis mode. Here's the deal. The oil KFC uses isn't your everyday stuff. I'm not saying they're deep frying in brake fluid or Ferrari engine oil, but there's definitely some sorcery going on. Every time they drop a chicken in that fryer, it sounds like a mini fireworks show. And what comes out? A crunchy coat of perfection like God himself worked the fryer that day. Word on the street is that KFC uses a special blend of vegetable oils, like soybean oil, canola oil, and maybe a single tear from a sacred chicken born on a misty mountaintop in Kentucky. But here's the real kicker. It's not just about the oil. It's about the temperature. They hit this exact sweet spot where the chicken doesn't burn, doesn't boil. Nah. It just turns into that magical, oh yes, this is its zone. Some rumors even say KFC never fully changes their oil. They always keep a little bit of the old batch and mix it with the new, like a sourdough starter passed down for generations. Maybe that's why every bite feels like you're tasting chicken memories from the past. And another mysterious little fact. Some folks swear they've seen a mini fridge in the back of KFC labeled, only for magic oil. No one knows what's inside. Could be onion tears mixed with Colonel Sanders' family secrets. Or maybe just a can of soda. But hey, mystery sells now, let me be honest. One time I tried making KFC chicken at home. Had the chicken, had the spices, poured the oil, went full MasterChef mode. The result? A soggy piece of disappointment, dry outside, watery inside, and not in the good juicy way. More like help me. I've been trapped in a hot tub for too long. So yeah, my friends, that oil is something special. It's a mix of industrial wizardry, food science, and maybe just a pinch of actual black magic. Let's be real for a sec. We'll never know exactly what's in that oil. If we did, KFC would be a historical museum by now. But what matters is this. When you bite into that KFC crunch and hear that crunch, that's not just a sound. That's the sound of pure joy. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to grab a napkin because I'm straight up drooling here. Section 4. Is the original recipe really in a vault? For real? Okay, listen up, buddy. When a fast food chain gets so famous that one drumstick can start a fight at the dinner table, you know the recipe ain't just sitting in some kitchen drawer. Nah, this bad boy lives in a vault. And not just any vault. One of those high-security monsters with guards, cameras, and maybe even red lasers that yell access denied if you squint at him wrong. Dead serious. The original KFC recipe, the one with the secret 11 herbs and spices, is kept in a steel vault at KFC HQ in Kentucky. And that vault? It's basically the chicken version of Fort Knox. Smells like fried heaven instead of money. Why all the drama? Because to KFC, this recipe is like the One Ring from Lord of the Rings. Only one copy exists. And if it falls into the wrong hands, the world might collapse and McDonald's could turn into a fried chicken joint. There's even this legendary story. Only 2 people on Earth know the full recipe. And they're never allowed on the same plane or in the same room, just in case one gets food poisoning or eaten by a rogue chicken. Sounds more like nuclear launch codes than seasoning, right? Now here's where it gets wild. Even in KFC kitchens, no one knows the whole recipe. The ingredients are delivered in parts from 2 different companies, then mixed together in a secret location. Like a dang spy movie. One guy might bring salt and pepper, the other brings turmeric and powdered love. But neither of them knows what the full blend is. This needs to be a movie. Like National Treasure, but with chicken. We'll call it KFC Treasure, the secret recipe, and I'll be the curious steak, dodging lasers, tricking guards, and finally biting into the golden leg of victory. Totally worth it. But let's be honest for a sec. Yeah, it's real marketing magic. That vault and all the secrecy? It makes the chicken taste like the forbidden poultry of legend. And guess what? It works. Everyone tries to copy it, and ends up with half-baked chicken that smells like knockoff paprika. So what do? We get back in line. Because only KFC knows what's locked up in that vault. Section 3. 11 herbs and spices? Or just salt and pepper wearing disguises? Alright fam, let's kick this one off with a philosophical question. How many spices does it really take to turn a basic bird into fried chicken legend? KFC claims 11. 11 herbs and spices. But me? I'm a steak with taste buds and opinions, and I'm just a little suspicious. 11? Really? I mean, I've cooked with like 3 spices max and had people go, yo, what I asked this. But KFC's tossing 11 into the mix like they're casting a flavor spell. And the wild thing? When you eat it, you're not like, ah yes, that's cumin, or oh, classic turmeric profile. Nope. Your brain just goes, don't ask. Don't think. Just keep eating. Now, some spicy detectives, hi, it me, tried to crack the case. A few years ago, some journalist grilled one of Colonel Sanders' grandkids, and the dude just casually drops a handwritten list like, yeah bro, here it is. It had stuff like salt, pepper, thyme, garlic powder, paprika, marjoram, and some other names that sound less like spices and more like royal baby names. But when they gave that list to an actual pro chef, the guy was like, bro, this sounds like my grandma's chicken soup blend, not some deep-fried game changer. That's when we realized, either KFC is trolling all of us, or those 11 herbs are just a cover-up and the real secret is something else. Like the flour. Or maybe how they massage the chicken before the fryer. Then again, maybe it really is just salt and pepper. But used with a kind of precision that makes your soul leave your body. Like a guitar in the hands of a master, you think it's the gear, but really, it's the fingers doing the magic. Oh, and there's this hilarious rumor. Apparently, KFC uses a spice that only grows on the side of the Alps and is picked exclusively by mountain goats. If that's true, give those goats a freaking medal. Bottom line? KFC loves keeping it mysterious. Those 11 herbs are like the black box from a sci-fi movie. Nobody knows what's really in there, but everyone knows you don't mess with it. And what do? We sit down, crack open that chicken bucket, and eat ourselves into another dimension. Because at the end of the day, who cares if it's unicorn dust or just powdered garlic? It tastes amazing. Period. Section 2. Who's that wizard in the kitchen? Okay, real talk. This question has haunted me for years. And yes, I'm a steak. I'm not even supposed to have a brain. But seriously, who is the mysterious human behind the fryer at KFC? Like, really think about it. You walk into a basic KFC in a basic town. Order a simple 8-piece bucket. 10 minutes later, you're holding something that breaks the laws of flavor physics. So what gives? Is it just a regular cook back there? Or a licensed wizard from Hogwarts? I'm telling you, it's not normal. If this was just about the recipe, every fried chicken joint would taste the same. But no. That KFC crutch is something else. It's like the person behind the fryer can communicate with the chicken. Like they whisper, become golden, my child. Then seal a pack with the oil and read horoscopes to the spice mix. Some say every KFC branch has a hidden master. A master fryer. A fried chicken monk who trained for years. Day 1? They're handed a raw chicken breast. Year 5? They finally get permission to touch the flour. It's like kung fu training, but instead of punches and kicks, it's tongs and thighs. And somewhere in the back, there's an old master covered in oil mist whispering, the oil is not ready yet, young Padawan. Okay, but real talk, as real as a steak can be, some insider reports say KFC has a super intense training program. You don't just walk in and start chucking chicken into hot grease. Nah, you gotta know your temps, timing, flour moves. Even the angle you drop the chicken in. Not gonna lie, I made that last one up. But the rest? For real. Some folks even say Colonel Sanders is still running things from the afterlife. Like his ghost rises from the fryer's steam and says, don't forget the paprika, son. So who's really back there? A regular person in a KFC visor? A chicken whisperer who grew up raised by hens? Or maybe, a guy who fell in a fryer once and became one with the oil? Whatever the answer, one thing's clear, they know how to turn chicken into edible happiness. And I'm just a jealous steak, watching from the sidelines. Section 1. Are KFC chickens real? Or are we talking spider chickens? Okay, let me say this loud and clear. If one day you see a chicken with bodybuilder thighs, glowing red eyes, and wings doing bicep curls behind a tree, don't freak out. You probably just spotted a future KFC meal. Seriously though, KFC chicken stories are wild. Some folks say that chickens are made in labs. Others claim they're raised on classical music to reduce stress. And one guy swore he saw a chicken climbing a wall like Spider-Man. Spider chicken, into the fryverse. Let's try to be logical here. As logical as a steak can be to supply that much chicken worldwide, you need a monster-level system. It ain't just Farmer Joe in Kentucky hand-petting his chickens every morning. Nope. These birds are raised in massive industrial farms. They've got strict diets, sleep schedules, and possibly their own Spotify playlists. Daily routine? 8 a.m., corn 10 a.m., water 12 p.m., friendly peck fight 2 p.m., fryer training drills. Now here's the juicy part. Some believe these chickens grow way faster than natural. Like one day, they're a baby chick, and by Friday, they're extra crispy ready. That's where the mutant chicken rumors kick in. Some people swear KFC uses genetically tweaked birds. Like, not regular chickens, but some weird fusion of chicken, turkey, and maybe Ninja Turtle DNA. No wings. Just thighs. Always fryer ready. Which is exactly why you never see wings on the menu. Just legs, breast, more legs, and even more breast. It's like one of those movies where scientists build a creature and then lose control. KFC still has control, for now. But if you ever hear a faint caw-caw, I am vengeance, from a chicken coop, run. KFC swears they use regular, safe, happy chickens. And maybe they do. Maybe it's just our imaginations. But here's the real mystery. Why is every KFC chicken massive? You never get a tiny piece. It's never, aw man, this one's small. Nope. It's always like, this is dinner and tomorrow's snack. So yeah, either they've got superhero birds, or they've unlocked some secret chicken growing tech. Or maybe, just maybe, they're so good at frying, they could make anything taste divine. Even broccoli. Okay, no, let's not push it.